Hi, this is Jees. Once again, it is April 9, 2020. It's a Thursday. I'm recording this at 8:30 p.m. CST. Today, all across the globe, Christians celebrate the Passover, or the most modern version of it called Maundy Thursday, as the first of the Triduum Mass that we have. So I have just finished attending that the service, as well as reaching out to my family to have the bread cut along with them. So wanted to give a brief update about myself. So I'm doing pretty good. I'm mostly at home in isolation, talking to my friends over Skype or WhatsApp or on any other apps. My brother, sister-in-law, and kids are doing great. They are also celebrating Passover or the Maundy Thursday today. They're all incredibly doing great. Isolated, sitting at home, mostly trying to get their work done. My parents are all set. They are all in India. They are also celebrating the Passover or the Maundy Thursday. They are also having a great time. So they had like a ceremony at the home where they have cut the bread actually. So that is the basic update. All my friends are doing great. So this time we are all segregated in many parts of even the same apartment. So most of the people are not celebrating per se, but they are able to attend the service online. Okay, so let me go deep into the numbers today. Today's numbers look bad in some angle, but in some angle it is very promising. So total number of cases has grown over 1.6 million cases. So that was like, I was having a hope that it will not cross 1.6 million today, but all the predictions were rooting for it. So 85,000 people were newly infected today. 95,716 people have died. 7,234 people have died from coronavirus. 356,000 people have recovered. 1.1 million people are yet to be recovered. They are actively battling the coronavirus. So we can see that actually the numbers are growing all across the globe. The United States is getting a slow break, but that is not the case. It is globally the numbers are increasing, and United States the cases are not increasing. It is having a plateau, so the numbers are not increasing. It is continuing as is. The rate has gone down, but the number of cases is increasing at the same rate that we had previously had. Okay, so we will go into the total cases by country. Today, United States has 446,000 people who are infected in total, and 33,536 people who has infected. Today, I think that number has gone up from yesterday, but that is like very in close quarters. I did not get time to append these numbers today. Spain, 153,000 people, 5,000 people are infected today. Italy, 143,000 people, and 4,200 people were affected today. Definitely that number is going down. We can see that they have hit the plateau. They are on the downhill. These numbers are really looking promising for the first lockdown. We will have to see how they're going to play out once the lockdown is taken out. Germany, 118,000 people, 4,900 new cases recorded today. France, 117,000 people. 4,700 people have been identified positive today. That number has also gone down for both the Germany and the France. If I remember the numbers correctly, these numbers are coming down. This is a good sign, but they have to keep up the trend like Italy. Otherwise, there is no point in having these individual blips in the data set. So that is what we have, and I think we will go over to the death. Total death in Italy is 18,279, 610 deaths today. I think that number is still staggeringly high for a country like Italy, but that number is going down. That is the trend that we are observing. United States is having 16,691 cases of death so far that is being accounted. 1,900 people have died today. That number is definitely lesser than yesterday. It was 1,940, and previously it was 1,970. So this number is like, there is a trend that you can see. It is at the plateau, so hopefully we will see the dropping down in a couple of days. We still see the increased number of people who are admitted to the hospital, that it might take a while before these numbers come down, but I think they are taking a lot of precaution these days in order to not increase the number of deaths significantly. Spain, 15,447 people have died, 655 people have died today. If my memory is correct, that number also has come down. France, on the other hand, 12,210. I was mentioning that France is having a unique pattern. France, the number has doubled from yesterday. It was somewhere around 600 yesterday or lesser. Today it has 1,341 people who are declared dead from coronavirus. UK is having 7,978 people dead to the coronavirus, but I think yesterday this number was looking much better. Today these numbers are very grim. 881 people died. This is very alarming from UK. We do not know why this is the case with the UK. This is social distancing has to be taken much more seriously in UK. So for all the further updates, so I am deciding, since the video is getting longer, so I'm deciding to give only the key points and then link to the the relevant article in the description of this video. So one of the main news that's from Texas is the Governor Abbott was saying that Walgreens are starting to have the test really soon. So many of the Walgreens will have it. We do not know how many, but we have a capacity to test 3,000 people per day. That's like great. But if you look at the population of Arlington in 2017, and if you say, let's say there are 10 such Walgreens, there are more than 10 Walgreens here, but for the testing capability, if you have 10 to 15, it will take 8 to 20 days to test all these people in this county that we have in my county in Arlington, basically in my city. So I think it is a long process. It might seem very small. It might seem a very big number, 3,000 per day, but that is like, it will take 8 to 20 days to finish all the testing for all those people. But this is a great effort from this. It's like drive-thru kiosks, which has been adopted in many countries. We will have to see how it is going to be coming out, but I think it's a really good step towards testing. According to the governor, 96,000 people have been tested. And of these 96,000 people tested, 9,000 people were tested as positive. So that's like roughly 10% of the people. That definitely means that there's a pandemic lurking underneath surface. So actually we will have to practice the social distancing really more careful. Now that we have the numbers that 10% of the testing is actually getting positive. 1.7 million people in Texas have called. 1.7 million people has called in single day in order to register for unemployment. In Texas, that is the largest amount of phone call volume that they have received ever, and the trend is same. Another statistics is that 35% of the people who are dead are lesser than the age of 65, and the rest 65% is over 65. That's really alarming. We do not know the comorbidities. I mean, I know, but I'm not including it here. I'll include the article here. So in the United States, 2 million tests have been done. Have seen one particular place where it's called from Rhode Island, where I have seen a flip of the sex ratio to the disease affected. Almost 200 people in this country, 200 women there are 800 women who are tested positive for coronavirus, but 600 men. So that is the only place where I have seen the number of women crossing over the men. So which we have previously discussed to say that men are more likely to catch the virus than the women, which is, we do not have any proof for it, but this is the case. We have an exception from Rhode Island. Newsom, the governor of California, they have enough of vents to really meet the needs at that time of the peak. That's really great news. Eurozone has a $500 billion corona rescue plan. That is great. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of UK, is out of the ICU, but it still remains hospitalized. Federal balance sheet in the United States is at $6.13 trillion. Google is releasing the Stadia update, Stadia game consoles, and you can still play these games at home using your touch phone or using the controls that you have at home. So one of the other things that is like, too much of screen time is damaging a lot of people. They lack motivation, they go back to the screen. I am one of the prime examples. But I would ask you to remain focused on your work. Try to be motivated, talk to your friends, try to get help from anyone where you can get help from. I think the work, you have to prioritize the work, you have to note down what needs to be done and take the stress away. I think I'll not stretch it beyond. I'll link all the details in the description below. And I hope this trend is going to go down and other countries are going to have a much better time dealing with this with all the information that we have. So hope to see you all tomorrow. Happy Passover, happy Maundy Thursday, happy Holy Thursday. Thank you.